So kindergarten, it is Marvelous Monday, and it is work time. We don't have a letter of the week, but we do have our poem with our sight words. So let's take a look at our poem. Okay, ready? Let's see if we got that wrong way. Okay, there we go. It's called A Little Seed. A little seed for me to sow, a little seed to make it grow, a little hole, a little pat, a little wish, and that is that. A little sun, a little shower, a little while, and then a flower. Kindergarten, do you know what the word so means when you see it like this? It's not like, oh, I just love it so much. It's not like that, okay? It's not like so, S-O. It's so. It's like when you put it into the ground. And it's not like I'm sewing something. That's S-E-W. It's so confusing, right, kindergarten? This is when you put a seed into the ground. You sow it into the ground, but it just means put the seed in and cover it with dirt. Sow it. So S-O-W rhymes with grow. So let's take a look and circle our sight words. Ready? A little seed. A little seed for me to sow. A little seed to make it grow. A little seed, a little hole, a little pat, a little wish, and that is that. A little sun, a little shower, a little while, and then a flower. Oh, kindergarten. You have this poem. Mrs. Castellano dropped it off your house. It looks a little bit different. You can paste it in your poem book if you haven't already. You might have to trim it up a little bit. It might be a little bit too big. It looks like this. Okay. So on Friday, you can circle your sight words in it and color your pictures. Okay? On Friday. But we'll read our poem a couple times this week. Okay. Today, I want to go over a couple words with you. Some gardening words, okay? So let's take a look here. So we have a flower. Oh, this is an ought word. A flower pot. A flower pot. Do you see that, kindergarten? A shovel that's pointed like this is called a trowel. Trowel. It sounds like the word towel. If you take out the R, it would be towel. So it's trowel. Trowel. What is this, kindergarten? You cut the grass. It's a lawn mower. A lawn mower. It mows the grass. And what do you think this word says? Right, gloves. You use your eagle eye and look at the picture. These are called gardening tools. See, it's two words. Garden tools. So there's different tools there. What's this called? It's part of the ache family. Right. Good job, kindergarten. What's this called? Right. A watering. There's a sight word. Can. A watering can. What's this called? Shovel. Shovel. Good job. Do you guys know what this is? It's a wheelbarrow. Burrow. Okay. Okay, let's take a look here. These are coming in a package. Sometimes they are seeds. And these are roots. And this is the stem of a plant. So we'll talk about the parts of the plant in a little while. Okay? Leaves, air, right? Plants need air. This is a flower. Rain. This is soil, right? Or dirt. And what is this? Sun. Good job. So those are some gardening words, kindergarten. Today we're going to be talking about. We're going to be doing two different things. Let's start with parts of a plant. Okay. So what's the first thing you're going to do? Put your what? That's right. Put your name on it. Okay. So here we have a flower. So we have. Do you guys know what these are called? Right? They're called petals. And the petals is not one of the words down here, but I wanted you to know. These are called the flower petals. And inside the middle is usually you find the seeds. Okay, so we have the flower. And what's this long part called? It's called the stem. Stem. So this one's actually pointing to the stem. And what about these parts? These are the leaves. And what about these? Under the ground. So picture the ground like this. These are under the ground. Those are the roots. So here's all the words. Leaves, seeds, stem, roots, flower, sunlight. I don't know where sunlight's going to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, they're trying to trick you. They have an extra one. Sunlight here. There's no place for sunlight to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So you're not going to need this word today, but this says sunlight. They're just trying to trick you. Okay, kindergarten. So let's talk about the parts of a plant for a second. The stem is what holds the plant up, and it acts like a highway. So what happens is water, the nutrients are all down here in the plant. They're all down here under the ground. So this is the ground, right? They're all in here. The roots, they're awesome. They go and they suck up the water. They're sucking it up. They're sucking it up. And then it goes up, 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 up. The water's going up. And it goes up to the plant and brings the water here. Now, the leaves are also doing something really cool. They are making food for the plant. What? Leaves make food? No, it's not giving them some lettuce. They're green, and they make chlorophyll for the plant from a process called photosynthesis. And so the plants make this from the sunlight. The plants turn the chlorophyll through photosynthesis. They make chlorophyll and they feed the plant, but they need sunlight to do that. So we know that plants need sun. S-U-N. What else do plants need, kindergarten? Water, right? And right, air. Plants need air. So remember we were talking about the trees. The plants need oxygen too, or the plants need carbon dioxide, and they also produce oxygen. So that's the parts of a plant. We have the petals, the seeds are in the middle, we have the stem, the leaves, and the roots. Now you guys need to cut them out and paste them on in the right spot. Okay? Glue them on in the right spot. So besides this page today, we are also going to look at this. So this says at the top, sort the words into the correct box. So this box says plant parts. Okay, so parts of a plant. And this says plant needs. So what does a plant need? So let's take a look at the words down here. And then you can cut them out and put them here or here. If it's a part or if the plant needs it. Okay? Seeds. Is that a plant of a part? Is that part of a plant? Yes. So seeds would go here. Sunlight. Is that part of a plant or is that something a plant needs? Right. Okay. So over here. Leaves. Right. It's a part plant. Water. Right. The plant needs it. Fruit. That's part of a plant. Flower. That's part of a plant. Air. Needs. Soil needs. Stem. Roots. You got it? So you're going to do those two things so that you're going to sort what parts of a plant and what plants need. Okay, kindergarten. Besides doing that, today we are starting something new. Woo! And math today. We are starting money. Kindergarten, do you know what this is? These are coins. I have, well, let me put that here again. So I have a quarter, a dime, a nickel, and a penny. And so you'll notice, on one side of these coins, there is a head. And on the other side of the coin is a symbol. This is not, usually there's an eagle on the quarter. This is a special quarter. James Brown Fort, West Virginia. this has like a torch and some leaves and some flowers. It says the Capitol House. I believe Monticello. Monticello. And this penny, I think this is the Lincoln Memorial. I don't know. I should check those out. Okay, kindergarten, because I'm not quite sure. But this is worth 25 cents. This is worth 10 cents. This is worth 5 cents. And this is worth 1 cent. Isn't it funny that a nickel is smaller than a dime is smaller than a nickel, but it's worth more. There's actually like 2 nickels in here because 5 plus 5 equals 10. 25. 25, 10, 5, and 1. So here today, we're going to take a look at our coins. So I have a quarter. See, I said it usually has an eagle on one side. A quarter, right? So a quarter is worth, and you write it like this, 25, and you put a period here, 25 cents. That's a cent sign. This is a dime, and it's worth 10 cents. So it's different. A dollar sign is like this, right? This means cents. This is a nickel, and a nickel's written like this. 5 cents, and this is a penny. And it's written like this, 1 cent. You can also see it like this, 1 cent, or 5 cents. You might see it like that too. Okay, kindergarten. So that's what we're doing. So then over here, it's not hard. So this is 25 cents, 10 cents, 5 cents, and 1 cent. Over here, you need to match the name with the picture. So this word says quarter. Remember, the quarter is the biggest one. Penny. Penny's pretty easy to remember because it's the only one that's made from copper. Dime. Remember, dime is the smallest silver one. And a nickel. So I want you to take your pencil and I want you to see if you can match quarter. Okay? That's what all you have to do today is you have to do page. Look here. Maybe you could write 25 cents, 10 cents, 5 cents, and 1 cent. And over here, you get to match the word to the picture. Okay? That's all you're doing today. Okay, kindergarten. Are you ready for a little magic treehouse today? What is going to happen? Oh my goodness. I've been thinking about magic treehouse all weekend. Poor Annie and Jack just left hanging there. What is going to happen? Let's see where we left off and do a little recap. Okay. So, remember, Annie took off because she wanted to see something else, and Jack went after her to help her because what was chasing her? Do you remember? Right, it was a Tyrannosaurus Rex. So all of a sudden, remember, the Pteranodon came gliding overhead and was headed towards Jack. Remember, he was trying to save Jack. Do you remember from the Tyrannosaurus Rex? Okay, so let's find out what happened now. Chapter 9, The Amazing Ride. The Pteranodon coasted down to the ground. He stared at Jack with his bright, alert eyes. What was Jack supposed to do? Climb on? But I'm too heavy, thought Jack. Jack looked at the Tyrannosaurus. It was starting up the hill. Its giant teeth were flashing in the sunlight. Okay, thought Jack. Don't think, just do it. Jack put his book in his pack and then climbed on to the pteranodon's back. He held it tightly. The creature moved forward. It spread its wings and lifted off the ground. Could you imagine, kindergarten? Jack nearly fell off as it teetered this way and that way. The pteranodon steadied himself and rose into the sky. Jack looked down. The Tyrannosaurus was staring up at him and chomping at the air. The pteranodon guided away. He sailed over the hilltop and over the valley. He circled above the duck-billed dinosaurs and all the nests filled with the babies. Then the pteranodon soared out over the plains, over the triceratops, and was grazing high in the grass. Jack felt like a bird. The wind was rushing through his hair. The air smelled sweet and fresh. Jack whooped and laughed. He couldn't believe it. He was riding on the back of an ancient flying reptile. The pteranodon sailed over the stream and over the ferns and over the bushes. Then it carried Jack down the base of the tree. So there it is. Could you imagine kindergarten? When they came to a stop, Jack slid off the creature's back and landed on the ground. The pteranodon took off again and glided into the sky. "Bye, Henry," called Jack. "Jack, are you okay?" Annie shouted from the treehouse. Jack pushed his glasses into place. He kept the pteranodon. "Jack," Annie called. Jack looked up at Annie. He smiled. "Thanks for saving my life," he said. "That was really fun." "Thank Henry, not me," said Annie. "Come on, climb up." Jack tried to stand. His legs were wobbly. He felt a bit dizzy. "Hurry," shouted Annie. "It's coming." Jack looked around. The Tyrannosaurus was heading straight towards him. Jack bolted up the ladder and started climbing. "Hurry! Hurry!" Annie screamed. She reached the top and scrambled into the treehouse. "It's coming towards the tree!" Annie cried. The dinosaur slammed against the oak tree, and the tree shook like a leaf in the wind. Annie and Jack tumbled into the books. "Make a wish to go home," cried Annie. "We need that book, the Pennsylvania book," said Jack. "Where is it?" They both searched madly around the treehouse. "Found it," said Jack. He grabbed the book, he flipped through the pages, and found a photograph of Frog's Creek in the woods. Jack pointed to the picture in the book. "I wish I could go home," he shouted. The wind began to blow. Jack closed his eyes and held on tightly to Annie. The tree started to spin. It spun faster and faster. Everything was still. Absolutely still. Kindergarten. That's the end of chapter 9. Do you think I should read one more chapter today? Chapter 10? Okay, let's do it. Chapter 10. Home before dark. Jack heard a bird singing. He opened his eyes. He was still pointing at the picture of Frog Creek woods. He peeked out of the treehouse window. Outside, he saw the exact same view as in the picture book. "We're home," whispered Annie. The woods were lit with a golden late afternoon. The sun was about to set. No time had passed since they had left Frog's Creek, so it's like they came back in the same minute. "Jack, Annie," a voice called from the distance. "That's Mom," said Annie. Jack saw their mom far away. She was standing in front of their house. She looked tiny. "Annie! Jack!" she called. You see? Annie stuck her head out the window and shouted, "Coming!" Jack still felt dazed. He just stared at Annie. "What happened to us?" he said. "We took a trip in the magic treehouse," said Annie simply. But it's the same time as when we left," said Jack. Annie shrugged. "How did it take us so far?" said Jack. "And for so long ago." "You looked at the picture in the book," said Annie, "and you wish we could go there." "The magic treehouse took us there." "But how?" said Jack. "And who built this magic treehouse? Who put all these books in here?" "A magic person, I guess," said Annie. "Oh, look," said Jack. "I almost forgot about this." Jack reached in his pocket and pulled out the gold medallion. "Someone lost this back there," he said. "In Dinosaur Land. Look, there's a letter M on it." Annie's eyes got round. "You think M stands for magic person?" "I don't know," said Jack. "I just know someone went to the place before us." "Jack! Annie!" their mother called again. "Coming!" Annie showed it again. Jack put the gold medallion back in his pocket. He pulled out the dinosaur book out of his backpack and put it back with the other books. Then him and Annie took one last look around the tree. "Goodbye, house," whispered Annie. Jack slugged his backpack over his shoulders. Annie started down the rope ladder. Jack followed. Seconds later, He hopped onto the ground and started walking out of the woods. No one's ever going to believe this story, said Jack. So, let's not tell anyone, said Annie. Dad won't believe it, said Jack. He'll say it was a dream, said Annie. Mom won't believe it, said Jack. She'll say it was pretend. My teacher won't believe it, said Jack. She'll say you're nuts, said Annie. We'd better not tell anyone, said Jack. I said that, said Annie. Jack sighed. I think I'm starting to not believe it myself, he said. And they left the woods and started up the road towards their house. As they walked past the house on their street, the trip to Dinosaur Time did seem more and more like a dream. Only this world, this seemed real. Jack reached in his pocket and clasped the gold medallion. He felt the engraving in the letter M. It was made his fingers tingle. Jack laughed. Suddenly he felt happy. He couldn't explain what had happened today, but he knew for sure that their trip in the magic treehouse had been real. Absolutely real. Tomorrow, Jack said softly, we'll go back to the woods. Of course, said Annie, and we'll climb up the treehouse, said Jack. Of course, said Annie. And we'll see what happens next, said Jack. Of course, said Annie. Race you! And they took off, running together for home. Oh, that's it. Did you guys enjoy the Magic Treehouse? Kindergarten. This is a whole series. This is book number 1. There's a lot of Magic Treehouse books. Let me see. 28 Magic Treehouse books. And then there's a series after that. So Mrs. Castellano went and looked in Jessie and Luke's book. And look what I found. I thought I could read to you. Number 2. The Night at Dawn. So I'm going to start reading this book to you tomorrow, kindergarten. I hope that you enjoy it. I hope that you enjoyed it. Okay, kindergarten. I'll see you tomorrow for Terrific Tuesday. I love you. Have a great day. Bye.